Welcome to the Fox Trap, baby. Why? Because Foxy Z is your bestie. Use caution when you sit me. Beep. Sorry, but it's coffee. We got caramel macchiato, just regular caramel macchiato. Iced coffee. All right, let's get a taste quick of that. Um, blessings, 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 hugs, 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 kisses, kisses, blessings, everyone. Y'all, do y'all know that I had my days messed up? Like, did I say happy something to y'all? Happy Friday or something? I'm so sorry. Yesterday was Wednesday. How did I not know that when I had to go to therapy the day before? And I knew that was a Tuesday. My days are getting away from me. My days are getting away from me. Collective. So you could be your your days could be getting away from you. You could be distracted. You could be losing time. Okay, I don't know why I was about to say losing sleep, but I'm not really losing sleep. But I don't know why I was about to say that. But you could, I mean, this might resonate to you. You might be losing sleep or whatever, but you might have your days mixed up or whatever. Like you might just be doing a lot of things collectively you're not aware of, like what's going on, or like not aware of what day it actually is collective. I feel like, yeah, you're a little mixed up. You're a little distracted. You're a little. I'm sorry that I just came on here. Like I had little things to deal with right now. Okay, collective. So, and the same could happen to you. You could possibly have to take care of some things, collective, or the thing that I had to take care of that was, or you could be in a sense of distraction right now, collective. Things could be happening that's distracting you, or I feel like you could be or I feel like you could be having to own up to something. You gotta wake up about something. You gotta, you know, be truthful about some things. Like if you can't be truthful about it, then I think you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, collective. I think you gotta stand in your truth. Stand in your truth, collective. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get on with this reading. So, thank you for allowing me to be a messenger to the collective and allowing my messages to come through to them as needed. Please allow anything of light and goodness and pure love. Um, Please remove any negativity or negative energy from this reading. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen. Thank you, collective. Thank you. Spirit guys. Okay. Hello, Kay. Hey, Kay. Tomorrow, Kay. Congratulations, Kay. Congratulations. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to be on time this tomorrow morning so I can know what happened. Okay, tomorrow, OMG. But you probably be busy. You probably can't even get on here. But still, I wish you luck, safe travels, and we love you over here. And we'll see you once you get to your destination, baby. We'll see you. Okay. Hi, Annie Marie. Hi, Kojo girl. I want to say, hi. Yes, man. You welcome, boo. You welcome. So collective. Yeah. You gotta. I feel like you gotta own something. Like standing your truth about something. You know. But I think you are though. I think you're going to. You have harmony, collective. You have harmony. It says, I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God, thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. So, collective, I feel like instead of uh wanting to take matters in your own hands and everything like that, or to continue to doing bad things or deceiving people, I feel like that you're coming in harmony with some stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're at peace. Everything is going as planned because you did your part. Yeah, I feel like you did your part, collective. You stood on business. You did what you were supposed to do. So again, happy Thursday. I got the right day. I got you told me yesterday that I had the right day. Can you tell me if I can change my life, Amanda? I would have to do a personal reading for you to see if that, because I gotta get a sense. I gotta get a sense of what's going on for you. But you possibly could stay here and see if this resonates in some type of way. But I also, just to let you know, if you want to, I'm just letting you know. I do personal readings. All you gotta do is go to my Instagram, and it's Foxy T, the same on here. FOXXITEE, and all you gotta say is that you want a reading, and the reading is $1 per 10 minutes. So I do, I suggest you spend $3 so you can get 30 minutes, a good 30 minutes, just in depth about what's going on with you, and it'd be just for you because this is kind of general. You know what I'm saying? At the end though, I will see what signs this resonate with, and if you're one of those signs, then maybe this message might be for you and help you. All right, Kay. Talk to you later, boo. Kisses, kisses, blessings to all of y'all. I don't think I can do that. Oh, dang. Okay, but okay, then just stay here for a second, okay? Because it seemed like whoever this resonates with is is getting some type of harmony. Like they're getting some peace. You know, they're opening themselves to the divine being within themselves. So they're coming to whoever this person is, who you collective this is. Um, you're opening up to yourself. Like you're becoming true to yourself. You're not allowing nobody else to project onto you, and you are coming into peace. I see harmony as peace as well. You get what I'm saying? Like I see that it's like a flow of things. Like everything is coming together and it's flowing that make a perfect sound. You get what I'm saying? Freedom. You have freedom. And it says, I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. So, collective, something may have happened in your childhood, in your life, that you just wasn't, you ain't agree with. You ain't agree with that. You ain't agree to be treated that way. You ain't agree to be amongst the stuff that went on. But now it could be that you are of age where you can make your own decisions and remove yourself from whatever it was that made you feel trapped or whatever. It's you're allowing yourself to free yourself. You're freeing yourself from that, whatever that feeling was, or whatever that person, whatever that environment was. Um, oh, you back? All right. Yeah, but it says you realize that your wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So you're opening your eyes to the fact that any that the wounds you have from what happened to you, okay, does alter who you are today, and it has some significant um placement in your space or in your soul right now, right, or in your mental. So Collective, you could be freeing yourself from that. You could be and in a way, some of the ways that you could be doing that is you could be going to therapy. I feel like maybe you going to therapy to free yourself from that mental trap of feeling those wounds and stuff like that. I feel like if it's not that, you could be going to church, you could be going to you could have like a friend that you confide in. You could just, or you could be removing yourself from that environment, and or just removing yourself from them people that's that's causing that doubt and that resentment and that guilt of some sort. Or you could be repenting. You could be repenting, asking forgiveness for your soul and everything. You could be doing that. You could be doing that as well. So you could be owning your stuff. You could be owning what you have done in the past, or what have been done to you, and what you had to do to survive it. Because you said I could, okay, because you know, um, I'm sorry to say, but when somebody does something to us, you could, okay. So the thing is that when somebody do something to us, right? Don't you know that revengeful spirit that you want to get back at them, or whatever the case may be? We're creating karma for ourselves when we do that. Even though they did something bad to us and they put us in a situation where we should be giving them some revenge, like if we if we did do something, to get our lick back or whatever, get our revenge on them, all we're doing is creating karma for ourselves. Yes, they are going to get that karma, but we're going to have to get karma for ourselves too as well. So I feel like that you could be freeing yourself from that entrapment of getting karma from doing anything to these people by, it could be by you still remaining to be you and be true to yourself, and just removing access to yourself from them, instead of doing something to get revenge, or instead of feeling guilty, because that's the thing, you don't want to have no resentment towards nobody. You don't want to feel guilty because you ended up doing something. You don't want to doubt yourself because they projected on their issues onto you, and then therefore it hurt you, and now you just think that's who you are. No, you're freeing yourself. I feel like it says harmony and freedom. So you're freeing yourself from that state of mind, from that mindset, from that entrapment of sitting up there and dwelling in that space. Collective, you're getting free from it. So you could be remaining true to yourself, remaining who you are, remaining that good spirited person that you are. You could, like I said, you could be repentant. You could be just going back to, like, you know what, that's not me. I'm a forgive this person. I'm going to move on. I'm just going to remove access from myself to that person, because, hey, forgiveness don't mean that you got to stay around and allow them to keep doing the stuff. It doesn't mean that. So you could be removing yourself from that situation, that environment, or whatever like that, and you could be removing the guilt from yourself, even if you did end up doing the revengeful thing or whatever like that. You could be apologizing. You could be, you could be apologizing. You could be repenting. You could be just removing that negative side or energy of yourself away, and allowing the goodness that is in you, that you are made up of, to continue to shine despite the darkness that they bring to you. Okay, I feel like, yeah, you casting off all negative thoughts, even if the thoughts of wanting to do something back to them. You're remaining who you are. I feel like you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let You letting go and you letting God. So you taking control of what you can take control of, and whatever you cannot take control of is going to be put in God's hands. You're letting it just go into the Creator's hands, and you letting the universe just deal with it their way. You are allowing them to reap their karma without you creating karma for yourself too as well. So I feel like that you're going to be at peace. Your life is going to be at harmony because you did so, instead of trying to get your lick back. You see what I'm saying? You dropped the card? I know, because it's your next card. Manifestation of light. Manifestation of light is your next card, collective. And it says, I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony. In harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms. My intellect shines. And my inner light grows. So, manifestation of light. Your whole, what I say, instead of you being in a negative mindset of doing something back to somebody who did something wrong to you, you're not doing it. You're digging deep into yourself. You realize that you are a beautiful person inside and out. And you're allowing yourself to shine, and you're allowing your intellect to grow. So instead of you playing dumb and doing something dumb, because when hurt people, okay? Because when they hurt, they don't be thinking logically. They don't be thinking long term. They don't be thinking with their brain. They low key be thinking from the wounds, think and reacting from the hurt, and that's not a good place to work from or think from, okay? Because there's a lot of negativity. Wounds hurt. It's a lot of negativity. You got it in a hurtful way. You get what I'm saying? So it's negative. It's a negative space. You're not operating from that. You seem like that you're growing and developing your inner self so much, and that it seems like that nothing can really touch you, stop you, hurt you, or nothing. Even if they do try, it's momentarily. It's not forever. Okay, so what should you do? Okay, so it's saying continue on doing what you're doing. And if that's and I would say, like I said, you can apologize. You could be freeing yourself from the negative energy in that negative space. So it could be getting yourself away from that environment, that space, denying access to yourself from people that's just negative or whatever. Also, like I said, you're changing your mindset. So you could also do that. Change your mindset from negative thinking to positive thinking. Okay, don't allow yourself to fall into the trap of that recurring cycle where it's like you do bad to me, I do bad to you, you do bad to, you know what I'm saying? Because you're creating a lot more karma for yourself when they need to get their karma. You get what I'm saying? You keep creating karma for yourself, you're gonna be thinking that you being punished and they're never getting theirs. No. You gotta just do what you got me? Oh, okay. And oh, you gotta go? Alright, dang it. Alright, it's okay. But yeah, keep mindset. Stay in that mindset. So it says, Amanda. Yeah, hey Amanda. So it says, so you gotta keep that mindset of I can't do what they did to me. You get what I'm saying? Bye, Amanda. See you later. See you later. So you have to be like, you can't be in that mindset of, yeah, what, yeah, you can't, ooh, Oh, you can't take on their negative practices. You can't take on their negative behavior. I feel like that that when we hurt or something bad happens to us, we kind of take on that negative, the negativity that they did to us. We take that on, that negative spirit on ourselves, and then we in return do it back to them, or low key be like. Projected onto someone else. Like, don't you know how you having a bad day? Sorry, one more. Okay. Don't you know like how you're having a bad day, right? And somebody else made you mad, but you still gotta go to work, right? So you go into work and you just had a bad morning. Your morning just was not good at all, didn't go right, whatever. You might have had a little road rage or whatever, somebody cut you off or whatever, right? But you work in a space where it's you work with the community and the environment, right? So it's like people constantly are coming to you throughout that day because you have to deal with them, right? I feel like that um, instead of you, because instead of you lashing out. That's what I'm trying. Lashing out on someone else that really didn't deserve it and continuing that negative cycle of just people doing negative things to each other, you're stopping it cold in its tracks, right where it started. Or it might not even be where it started, but you're stopping it with you. So if a person cuts you off, they having a bad day, whatever, like y'all get some road rage or whatever, you don't know what that person just went through, so they lash it out on you. A lot of times we don't even get the person who created the stuff, the negativity towards us. We end up just lashing out on someone else that probably was undeserving of that negative energy. Excuse me. So collective, you have open to the universe, collective, open to the universe. And it says, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to divine light of the universe. So, collective, you're open to whatever the universe has for you. You are not allowing the negative energy, like I said, to come onto you. You're a manifestation of light, meaning you are an example of what you want. You're becoming an example of what you expect. So instead of falling into the norm or falling into the trap, falling into somebody else's expectations or with their projections or what they see, you are being true to yourself and you're operating out of your purest self, your purest self. You get what I'm saying? You're stopping it. You're not allowing anything to sway you, to alter your ego or alter your energy, alter your spirit. You are open to discovering your worth and what you're meant to here to do. And that is not to project onto other people the things that negative people have projected onto you. You are not allowing yourself to do that. Collective, you accept you're accepting to love yourself completely. Completely means the good and the bad parts of yourself, but you're realizing also where your weaknesses and your strength lies, and you understand that when you operate out of negativity, it makes you weak. You're vulnerable. You are very vulnerable. You're not in your right mindset. You're not thinking logically. You're not thinking or seeing it from all aspects of the situation and seeing how things could play out. You're not you're not in your right mindset. But you realizing your power, you reclaiming your inner power of being true to yourself and being a light, like a light worker or just a light spirited person. where you're just doing good, and all everything that you're giving to the universe is you're giving out good, so you can in return receive good. A lot of times it doesn't happen like that, but it's okay for you to have faith and realize that just because this world is made up of a lot of negative stuff doesn't mean that um, it's all of what you should get. You're not your understanding it's possible for you to get goodness because you give out goodness. Even if you get a little bit of bad or negative stuff with it, doesn't mean that that is what you're made up of, or that is what controls your life. It's not. Balance, collective. Balance. So it says, I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. So you found the balance between the negative and the positive energy within your life. Okay, like you found a balance. You're in harmony with yourself. You freed yourself from the negative mindset and state. Yes, from that state of mind, and you um, became the manifestation of light because you finally freed yourself, and then you opened yourself up to the universe and what the universe had for you, because at that time that's when you was ended up being able to be balanced. You have a balance within your life. Okay. Okay, collective, I feel like that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Hi, did it say glare 888? My bad. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Hello. But yes, you found a balance in your life because you're if you're supposed to come out, I don't like when it be like two. One time, oh, one time that's all that came out was two. It was two at a time. Oh, I turned these around, didn't I? Okay, my bad. So if it come out again, that means it's meant to come out. Okay, but collective, you have found a balance within your life that you're not allowing the negativity to change who you are. You realizing that good and bad has to happen, but a lot of bad doesn't have to happen to you. You have joy collective, and it says, like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. Okay, it says, I said this to my mom yesterday. For real? Annie Marie? For real? That's what I'm saying. So you can find, okay, so you can find some joy in the fact, you can find some joy in the fact that you're finding balance within your life. You're not allowing that negative energy to change you. Um, you're finding peace, and you're finding joy in remaining who you are, and not allowing things to change you. And with that, your life is becoming a little more worth living for you. You know how some people say this world is, but see, you did the work that you were supposed to do in order for the your life to be a little bit more forgiving to you, and just be a little bit more joyful to you. Because the way you operate, the way you begin to operate was allowing yourself to enjoy life a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Like you having that balance of what's going on in life and the negative stuff that's going on. You realizing that that's not what you're made up of, and that's not who you are. And you're not taking it personally. You're becoming a little more joyful because you're realizing that at the end of the day, even though something may be happening negatively towards you, that is not gonna remain the same forever. You understand? Because it's not what you made up of. You give good out into the universe. You give good out into to yourself and the people that surround you. And trust me, it doesn't go unnoticed. And by it not going unnoticed, you are receiving blessings for that very thing and for that very being. Because if you do bad, you get karma. What do you think you get when you do good? You do receive something when you're doing good too. You don't just receive things for when you're doing bad. No, good people that's good to people and it's good to other people and to the earth and everything like that and to the universe receive abundance. They receive things. They receive goodness. They receive joy. They're able to live a little bit more instead of surviving, instead of just surviving. Because a lot of us out here, you wish they think they live in. They're not. It's not in the materialistic things. The joy, it says right here. It's not in the material. It's not. It's not into the. It's not in the material. It's in. It lies. Happiness lies in the magical moments, not the material moments. Even the smallest thing. The smallest thing brings you joy. A smile from a kid, that you help create, or maybe or you help raise, or whatever the case may be, or the arrival of a grandkid, of a child, of something. Do you know how small that is, but how big that can make you feel? You understand? It says back in 16, I got in minor trouble. I work in a daycare with DCF. Past background, okay. Past background for school board, okay. Will I pass it for my internship back? Block 2. Funny, I work with kids. I know, right? Because I just said something like that. I love this. Yeah, you're talking about kids, and I work with kids. I know, right? Because I just said, I don't know. It came. It came. So, if you pass those things, I feel like if you pass those things, and you did the work, you did what you're supposed to do. You're not out there giving back into the universe. You're not trying to swindle anybody. You ain't trying to do this or do that. I think it's going to work out for you, and you're going to end up passing. Okay, I feel like you are. Okay, I I feel like you were passive for your internship. It's like I did. Okay, okay. So I feel like you want to pass it for your internship. I don't know what you had to do specifically for your internship, but you have to have that confidence in. Hey, I know I'm what's best for these kids. I know, like, your intentions, if your intentions are pure and you just love children, you just love, they bring you joy, you're going to continue on getting what you supposed to receive. Okay, you're giving good out into the universe. You're giving good out to the earth. Okay, you're welcome. So by you giving good out and you keep going giving good out, you're going to get what's needed for you to continue that goodness. And not only that, this is what you have to understand too. Um, we not claiming that it's not going to happen, but let's say, just hypothetically speaking, that if it was to be like, okay, you didn't pass that thing, do you know you're going to have, hey, understand, a delay doesn't mean reject, like you're rejected, and then rejection doesn't mean not for like forever. It doesn't mean that. It's just a delay. You understand? So maybe it just means that you need something a little bit more for in order for you to get it, but you're going to get it eventually. And you have to understand, a lot of stuff happened, but it doesn't happen when we want it to happen, or when it happens when it needs to happen. And a lot of the times we think we know when it need to happen. or when it should happen. But baby, let me tell you, it would happen right on time. And you be thinking about yourself, thinking it's gonna happen right on time for you. No, it might happen right on time for a certain child. You get what I'm saying? Cause let's say it says I'm starting to feel like I will. Okay, and you should. But listen, this is what and you should. But listen, this is what I'm saying. So let's say it because it should. I think it is. It's gonna happen. But if even if it doesn't, let's say, hear me out, because you got to think of it all aspects. Think about it like this: if it does happen now, would you be booked up to the point where it's a certain child that may can come in later that doesn't that needs you, really need a you, and you don't have space because you're all booked up. But if it was a delay a little bit, you'll be open to that person, and you'll be like, when you do get it, it'll be around the time that that child comes across you or whatever, and it happens on time for that child. You have to also think about that too. A lot of stuff that we do is not only for ourselves. So a lot of times it's for other people. It's for um, the Creator God is putting us in a certain space, in a spot for certain people to hear, and not even for certain people to bless a certain person. So if you wondering like, hey, I never, and I know I'm going off topic, but if you be like, hey, I never went down the street before, but it's a detour and it's making me go this way. Okay, I went down this way, whatever like that, and then you see something that happens, and it it's just like not in you to go past it, or you recognized it but nobody else seen it, and you peeped it, and then it was like you would put right there at that moment for that reason, for that person to save or help that person, because you're that type of person who would help instead of just ride by. You see what I'm saying? And mind you, you wouldn't even went that way if it wasn't even a detour. So you wouldn't even been placed in this place in that space at that moment if it wasn't a detour. You get what I'm saying? The universe will put you in the space that it needs you to be in for you to work your magic, for you to be where you need to be at that moment. It be a blessing for the people that you need to be a blessing to. We don't know the people we need to be blessings to. We don't know these people. We don't know when we need to be blessings to them. But the universe does. And the universe knows exactly where to put us when they need us. So understand that if anything happens, if even if it's a little teeny delay, like you do pass, but the paperwork just it was just like you needed one more thing, or somebody took a long signing something or something like that, and it looked like it wasn't going to happen, and it's still going to happen. Okay, but it's going to happen, and it's going to take all that, because for a reason. You might not see it at this point, but it might be just for you to appreciate it a lot more, because you worked hard, your butt off. Almost looked like it wasn't going to happen, but it did. You get what I'm saying? You appreciate it so much more that you don't play with it. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when stuff come easy to people, they risk it too much. Because they like, oh, it just came easy to me. It was nothing. So they don't have no problem with losing it, or they don't do the necessary steps in order to keep it. They don't appreciate it like they should. But you are. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you find joy in what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be successful. And honestly, you're gonna be exactly what the universe need in that situation. It is it's inevitable. You were born for this. You get what I'm saying? Inner beauty. You got inner beauty collective, and it says, I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are in the image of man. okay? Like how things look. The, you get what I'm saying? Beauty and the goodness are in the image of God. So collective, you could be in the image of God while everything else is, or your opponents or other people like are looking like they're doing better than you. Like I said, if it come easy to them, they just not. It's just, it's not the same. But this might bring, this might bring joy to you. Hey, my throat chakra trying to close. They ain't trying to let me say it to you. But this joy might be, it might give you a lot of joy to do what you're doing because you have that inner beauty within yourself. You have that inner spirit where it's like you cannot not do what you do for children or for yourself or for the universe. It's like it's in you. You were born to do this. When someone else may be having all the materialistic things that make it seem like that they're above you or working faster than you, you're not working on their timing, but you don't do the same thing they do. It don't matter if y'all are in the same category. You don't do what they do. You don't bring the joy and the goodness to the children that or the universe that they may do, that they may bring. I'm not saying that they probably don't, but it was meant for you to do it because you have a way of doing it that was needed for the universe and the earth. It says, I really do. I don't think I'd be doing the teaching route. I wanted to do nursing, but it didn't work out, and you ended up what? Here for the children. But you have to understand that nursing, just like nursing helps people, okay, teaching helps people too. You have to look at the broader aspect of things and realize that you're just here to be a healer. You helping people. You get what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter how you do it, you're going to do it. Regardless. It doesn't matter how you didn't even see that. You didn't even see that way of doing it. But you just stumbled across and did it. You get what I'm saying? And then you did the background work that you needed to do in order to get this done. But you wanted to be a nurse to help people. See, the thing is, we think we know what we should be doing and what it looks like. We may know what we're supposed to be doing, but we don't know what it looks like. You have to understand that. And you have to think that there's levels to this. You get what I'm saying? So you can't be narrow-minded. You're freeing yourself from that negative thinking. Remember? You're removing yourself from that negative thinking. You're freeing yourself to be open to the universe, open to what the universe had for you. You get what I'm saying? And by you having an open-minded spirit, you was able to follow what the universe needed you for specifically. Okay? Because where the universe and the creator need you, they're gonna place you. Okay, they're gonna place you right there. And that was a detour. You didn't get that nursing thing because it was a detour. The children needed you, boo-boo. Sorry. You weren't here to just be a nurse. We love nurses, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But we needed you specifically, sweethearts, here. Okay? Okay? You have to understand that. You have an inner beauty that not many others have, and we need it here. I need that right there. I need that type of love right there. You got, ma'am, we got enough nurses. Okay, we need your expertise here. Get with it. And And you're freeing yourself from that closed-minded. I have to be a nurse or no way, or I'm not gonna be able to help people. I wanted to be a doctor, but then I ain't like school. I realized I didn't like school. I didn't like being in school, and they was like, it's gonna be like 10 years more of school. And I was like, oh no, I can't do that. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate school, but I always wanted to be like a healer of some sort. I wanted to be a doctor, and then I never look at me. Am I not still helping people though? I am, but I'm just not helping them with my hands, or like I'm not helping them how I thought I was going to be. You get what I'm saying? They they needed me spiritually. Okay? It's a lot of doctors out there. Who said you know, but you just don't know what type of doctor you need to be. Okay? And yes, it's a lot of nurses out there, but you don't know what type of nurse you need to be. You need to be nursing children. Hello? Hold on. Hold on. We need that nurturing spirit about you that nurses normally have. We need that with the young ones as soon as they get here. They need you. They need you to sculpt them and shape them into the good human beings that they are already. Okay? Without being mishandled by someone else that really doesn't mean them no good. They just got the bigger facility, or they got money and they see money in it, and they seen it can make money, but the whole time this is just what you do. Dang. That fell out, and I didn't mean to fall out, but we're going to take that. So it says the voice of the heart. Voice of the heart, collective. And it says, I silence the fear in me. So you better silence that goddamn fear, man. Silence it. So I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul, which is creating harmony, which is in harmony. Okay. My intuition leads me on the path of light. You're listening to yourself in your heart, and what you're meant to do, sweetheart. And by you're doing that, harmony. Yeah. Yeah, you trust the song of your soul and in your spirit. Your physical and your spiritual side, your mental side. It's all working together in harmony. Hello, hold on. Choice collective, you got choice as well. It says, I choose serenity. You chose to be in it, okay? So you choose serenity, you light and positive energy, no matter what I go through. What I say? I choose happiness. Hello. Okay. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. What I say. You don't worry. You worry about you handle what you gotta handle, what you can handle. And the rest you put into the hands of the creator. Right? Into the universe. We pick our battles. You understand? As long as you do what you're supposed to do, the rest is handled by the creator themselves, the universe itself. You get what I'm saying? You made the choice. You made the choice to stay positive, to stay a good heart and spirited person. Despite what you may went through, or what type of issues you went, or situations that you grew up in when that wasn't deserving of you. You could have turned cold and evil and tried to get some revenge. Instead of that, you freed yourself from that reoccurring cycle. What we say, and you opened yourself to the universe, whatever the universe needed you for. Okay? And the universe needed you to take what happened to you and what you learn from that and balance it within your life and the goodness within yourself. And then do what brings you joy, which is you helping the children, but not only that, you found the inner beauty within yourself. You found out what was meant for you to prosper, and you listened to your heart. You didn't just sit up there and let emotions guide you. You made the choice, the conscious choice to remain who you are and be true to yourself. You didn't allow, uh, yeah, you didn't allow what happened to you, make you cold and make you not be there for the people that may need you in the future. Inner strength, you got inner strength collective. Inner strength came out. And it says, nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. Hello, you better get that confidence back. You know you meant for this. Anyway, it says, I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. What I say? What did I say? What did I say? That inner strength that you have within you, that allowed you to not sit there and do calm, like create karma for yourself and get revenge on the people who did you wrong, or end up like the people who did you wrong in the first place. You got some inner strength within yourself where you allowed yourself to still be a oh my goodness, to still be a, a blessing or abundance to this universe and this earth and to the people that surround you. Being a blessing, sometimes you are the blessing. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's meant for you to be you, and the spirit that you have within you is a blessing to someone else. Okay? And you find joy in giving that blessing to the universe, and you might not even realize it because you're actually living life instead of trying to survive it at this moment. You have to understand everything is going to work out. We have to have confidence in everything is going to work out because you did what you were supposed to do. Now if it don't happen, we know it will happen eventually because it's meant for what this is meant. This is what you're meant to do. I'm sorry. It is. And think about it. You didn't even see yourself being that. You didn't even see yourself in this situation. But yeah, your path led you to this, and then it provided you with all the qualities, the expectations, all the experience that you need, all the equipment or the qualities that you need in order to do this. It equipped you with all of it. So by doing that, that's like almost confirmation of the fact that this is what you were supposed to do, sweetheart. The path to light collective. And it says, I make the conscious choice. Didn't I just say that? I make the conscious choice to move toward the light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. So regardless of the fact of the matter, you're still gonna be who you are. You understand? Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just said one step at a time, sweetheart. One step at a time. That's all you gotta remember. It's gonna be one step at a time. I don't care what it look like. It's not going. If it's not gonna happen, you're supposed to have confidence in yourself that it is, because it is. One step at a time, sweetheart. One step at a time. Take it day by day, okay? You're mastering and master your thoughts. Change your way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, what I tell you, just think positively, think about what it could mean and what it could mean for you and what does it mean for your next step. Okay? Like I said, some little kid out there needs a you. Okay? So just be there for when they do. Okay? You never know. You never know how it might be. You might even be, you might, and let's say that this, I don't want to say less than, because God forbid that it doesn't. But you get what I'm saying? Hypothetically speaking, say this, that this doesn't. Maybe you'll end up being a foster parent or something like that, or something end up, it's different avenues. Don't just close your mind off to one specific thing. You already did that with nursing, and trust me, that wasn't failure. That was redirection. Redirecting you into another space. But you're doing the same thing if you realize it, just in a different way. Okay? So you're going to make that. You're going to make that. Someone at work said I should foster. See? I can't. You might be what it needs, because this is the thing. When people, I get people, the people that be standing out there in front of the abortion clinics and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I can't really say what I'm for and what I'm against, because I don't like the fact that because I was there. I had to do it. But I don't like how I feel. I don't like the fact that I had to do it. But at the same time, like, I had thought to myself, like, before you even get here, I'd rather you stay where you at with the Creator, because it's not good here on earth. And not only I don't have the perfect, not even the perfect, but a good situation or a good space for you to come in here and be in. So do I want you to come here and be in a horrible space? Or would I rather you, before you even get here, remain with the Creator and come back here with it through another family, through somebody who do have the proper environment or the things? Because listen, the people that was out there talking, that was out there in front of the abortion clinics or whatever the case may be, they was like, do adoption, adopt. It says, they was like, adopt or whatever, right? And I was like, but you at the, I said, you at the abortion clinic, you're working backwards. I told them this. Like, I was like, hey, I'm all for it. Don't think I'm not. I'm with you. I understand. But you're working backwards, because let me tell you something. You should be at the adoption centers and making sure that those people that's fostering and that's adopting these children are good households and good spirited people. Therefore, maybe more people will want to put their children in up for adoption. If you think they're gonna be worse in adoption, why the hell would you even you would opt to not bring them here? Because there's a lot of people that has been in adoption, has been adopted, being foster care, being um foster homes, group homes, or whatever, like that, or been adopted, and they been in households that just felt like that they were a check, that used them, that treated them different than their own children, that didn't give them the love and respect that they needed, like, that they deserved. You get what I'm saying? You at the end of the day, you feel like, dang, I should have just kept my goddamn baby if I knew you was gonna act like that towards them, or you was gonna mishandle them or mistreat them. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know people's situations. A lot of people don't know where the child is going to end up. A lot of people don't know where the person who's trying to get the abortion came from. You don't know if that was a R situation or M situation. You get what I'm saying? How do you think that will do for their mental? Like, I mean, hey, you gonna love the baby regardless once they get here, but you don't know what the fuck. How? You don't know what that person might end up going through too at the same time. But that's what I'm saying. So maybe we need a you, more of you here for the ones that come, for the babies to come in, okay? And that's the way we need you, is in that way. So never, ever, 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 ever think that just because something doesn't work out, that's the end of your purpose. That's the end of your service. That's the end of your your blessing to the universe, because it's not. Okay. It says my cousin is being suspicious, man. He's sending me hearts and shit, man. He's calling me my love and shit, man. Okay. Just it might not be him. Make sure he ain't been catfish. Like he ain't the scam. Like ain't no scam take over his stuff, because they don't know who you are. Once somebody take over his stuff, it might be a scam or something like that. But have a I would say have a face to face conversation with him. Like, hey, was this you? Did you do this or whatever like that? Um, or whatever. Are you? Did you say my love? Did you say whatever? Because that's what my dad say all the time, and my aunt, on my father's side, they be saying, yeah, my love, my whatever, whatever. Okay, so ask him for sure. Is that what it was? That him? If he say yeah, then just remove yourself from that person. He like you, and then just leave it at that. And I'm saying that, I mean, that's your cousin, because I just gotta say that, like, I had my own blood brother, my brother on my father's side. We got the same goddamn daddy. We don't have the same mama, but we got the same daddy. And that man said that he was in love with me since he met me, and he met me when I was 17, because I ain't broke my father. Now, I was naive and was like, yo, I don't see you in that way. I don't like you like that. Like, I see you as a brother and a sister, like, you know what I'm saying? I see you as a sister, like, bro, like, I love you, but I don't love you. I'm not in love with you. Like, I don't love you that way. And I had to, and I told him, like, yeah, I don't judge you or nothing like that. Like, I'm not trying to judge you, because, I'm not judgeful. I don't have a judgeful spirit or whatever. But, like, I'm not judging you. Like, you cool as long as you can respect, my boundaries, and I won't treat you different, whatever like that. Like, we can still hang out, whatever. We can still go to the club, shit like that, or whatever. Why? I was a little naive and I still did that. And he put something in my drink and then he took it. So with that being said, get the fuck away from him. Just see if it was him first. That's what you have to understand. Just see if it was him first. Don't be revengeful. Don't 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 do what you feel because of the disrespect. Don't do that. Remain who you are and say, you know what? I'm not judging you, but I gotta remove access from me to you, or from you to me, because I see that you're being disrespectful. You ain't even. I'm not even like that. I don't feel like that about you. You're cousin. You see what I'm saying? And you're not respecting even the fact that I'm your cousin, bro. So you gotta go. Sorry. So at the end of the day, that's all you gotta do is make sure that it's him and not a scam, like somebody catfishing his thing. That's all. And away. Just take yourself away. Remove access. Remove the access. Okay, let's get into the signs, so I can tell you if this is resonating with you in any type of way. If this is your sign, this is your message. Okay. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot. That is a lot more than I normally have. But we're going to see what signs came out. At this point, it seems like all the signs came out, because, like, a lot came out. Okay, we have, I know, all right, we got Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Gemini came out. And that brother was the Gemini. So, I'm just saying. That's probably why that came out. But anyway, we got Pisces up in the building. We got a we got a Scorpio. We haven't had Scorpio in a minute. Shoot, we got Scorpio twice. Okay, all right, hold on. Hold on here. We got Aries twice. Hold on. Hold on here. We got one Leo. One Taurus. Oh, two Tauruses. I misspoke. My bad. Aquarius. Oh, we got a Libra, bro. Okay. All right. Let me read you the signs. So, okay, yeah, we ain't got all the signs because we ain't got no Virgo here. Okay, so listen, we got two Scorpios. We got Scorpio came out twice. Gemini came out twice. Aquarius came out twice. Sagittarius came out 3 times. Okay. Shit, man, I'm about to take my black away from that nigga. Yes, do that. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's the only way you can get blessings, and that nigga gonna have to reap what he sowed. Like he gonna have to deal with his own karma. You don't make karma for yourself. Capricorn came out 3 times. Pisces came out twice. Taurus came out twice. Aries came out twice. Leo came out once, and Libra came out once. So if you're Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Leo, or Libra, this message resonated with you. This resonates with you. Or you could be dealing with one of these signs. Okay, collective. So don't think that this has to be a sign, but the person that you might need to remove yourself from, and might be one of these signs. Okay, collective. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you like if you like this message today, or you like how I read, can you please hit that subscribe button for me? Like all that, like I think that too. Yeah, and okay. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend. Like, but hit that subscribe button so you be one. You know what I'm saying? And then also, it don't cost you nothing. It just help me come on the algorithm a little bit more. Also, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Uh, Also, if you want to, this is if you want to. Okay, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to be a part of this chat when I'm going live, just hit that little bell right there in the corner. It's gonna be a bell. Just hit that little bell in the corner, and then all it will do is give you a notification when I come on live, and when I'm doing a reading. And then you don't have to be on here while I'm live. You can literally just be notified, and then you can see that I actually did a reading that day, and you won't miss anything. That's all. Okay. So I love you guys. And congratulations to all my babies that is accomplishing things, because we strung up in this thing. You get what I'm saying? And then for the others, just I give our protection. Okay, on all of y'all, protection on all of y'all, all of good spirit hearted people. Just protection for you, because we ain't creating no karma for ourselves over here. I love you guys, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.